Some resumes survive the first 6 seconds, then slowly stop feeling believable. Yesterday, your resume said support level employee. Today, your summary says strategic director level leader. But the bridge between those two stories never got built, and hiring managers feel that immediately. In the last video, we fixed your summary, we fixed your first 3 bullets. Now, let's talk about what happens after that, because that's where strong resumes still fall apart. Let me show you what I mean. When I review resumes on hiring panels, I was looking for that strong start. I was always looking for the consistency all the way through though, because people can look polished at the top of the page. The real question is, does the rest of the resume hold up? Strong openings get attention. Strong endings get decisions. Let's go back to Michael Carter. The summary says, operations leader specializing in fixing broken workflows and improving efficiency across multi-department teams. 10+ years leading process improvement initiatives that reduce operational bottlenecks and improve delivery timelines. That's a strong summary. Within seconds, I understand who this candidate is. I understand what problems they solve. Now the resume has direction. Then bullet 1 says, led daily operations for a 22-person team, fixing workflow bottlenecks and improving turnaround times during peak demand periods. Good. Now I'm seeing operational ownership. Then bullet 2 says, built reporting systems that improve staffing visibility across multiple shifts and help leadership make faster scheduling decisions. Now the candidate sounds analytical, systems-oriented, operationally aware. Then bullet 3 says, coached frontline supervisors through workflow changes, increasing adoption during peak demand periods. Now, leadership is showing up consistently. And at this point, this candidate feels credible. This resume feels like it's building momentum the right way. Then I scroll lower. Bullet 4 says, assisted with additional operational duties as needed. Huh? Bullet 5 says, supported various administrative and team functions. And right there, the momentum changes. You can actually feel this happen when reading resumes. See, the page starts strong, then slowly starts sounding smaller. By bullet 5, I should trust you more, not trust you less. Here's the problem. Bullet 4 and 5 stopped adding value. They became filler. Generic language, no clear ownership, no meaningful outcome, no progression in credibility. And once that starts happening, the resume becomes less believable. Let's rewrite bullet 4. Instead of assisted with additional operational duties as needed, try this. Led cross-team coordination during a system rollout, improving transition efficiencies across multiple departments. Now the resume keeps building. Still leadership, still ownership, but it's still building momentum. Let's fix bullet 5. Instead of supported various administrative and team functions, how generic is that? Try this. Evaluated operational efficiencies across multiple shifts and implemented process changes that improve service delivery speed. Excellent. Different lane, different value signal, feels operationally credible. And honestly, if this were my client, I'd probably tighten it one more level. I'd add a metric there. Something like improve service delivery speed by 17%. Now it sounds measurable, now it sounds implemented, and now it sounds believable. And this is where a lot of smart people accidentally undersell themselves. They did meaningful work, but the resume starts sounding generic late in the page. Every section of the resume should strengthen your story, not water it down. And once hiring managers lose momentum, the next thing they usually scan is time. Because dates are read silently, but judged loudly. When recruiters scan dates, they're asking questions. How long were they there? Did they grow? Did responsibilities increase? Why so many short roles? Why no progression? Does this career path even feel believable? See, this is important because resumes don't just need qualifications, they need believable progression. Sometimes resumes lose credibility because the growth story feels disconnected. Yesterday, the resume said support role. Today, the summary says executive leadership. But the bridge between those two stories never got built in the resume. That creates hesitation. Hiring managers trust progression they can follow. And this happens a lot during career pivots, especially with government professionals, military leaders, operations professionals, people moving into leadership. The experience may absolutely be there, but the resume never clearly connects the dots. And this is where people get frustrated because they think, I'm perfect for this role. This is what I do. I know I can do this job, and they probably can. But resumes are interpreted before interviews happen, which means credibility has to exist on paper first, and that's the reality. Do you know that your resume can become unbelievable before it becomes unqualified? And this is the part most people miss big time. Hiring managers don't just evaluate skills, they evaluate progression as well. They're asking, does this level make sense? Did this person grow into leadership? Did responsibilities expand over time? Does this story feel earned? Because your resume has to tell a believable story of growth. The market has to believe the story before it rewards the story. And here's the easiest way to think about resume structure now. Top half, hook me. The middle should prove it. And the bottom should remove all doubt. That's how strong resumes maintain trust all the way down the page. Because the bottom half of your resume either reinforces trust or removes it. Do this tonight. Scroll to the bottom half of your resume. Don't read it like the writer. Read it like a skeptic. Side-eye your resume. Ask yourself, does this still feel believable? Does the progression make sense? Do the later bullets still sound valuable, or does the story start losing credibility? Because if your resume starts creating doubt late in the page, you never get the chance to explain yourself in the interviews. And if your resume raises too many questions, it rarely gets interviews. Most people focus on getting attention. Very few focus on maintaining the credibility. See, that's the difference. Strong resumes don't just start strong. They stay believable all the way down the page. And that's what hiring managers actually remember. A lot of people watching this probably have stronger experience than they realize, but the market can only respond to the story that the resume is telling. And if you've been watching this series thinking, damn, my resume might actually be doing this, that's exactly why I do resume diagnostics. Not to rewrite your life story, but to identify where the market starts disconnecting you from your value, because sometimes the issue isn't your experience. It's the way the experience is being interpreted. If you want me to personally look at how your resume is being read, there's a link in the description for your free resume diagnostic. And we'll figure out where your story starts losing credibility. Now, you've seen how hiring managers actually read resumes. Summary introduces you. Bullet 1 proves you. Bullet 2 and 3 builds the belief. And the bottom half decides whether that belief holds. But here's the problem. A lot of people finally fix their resumes, then lose credibility the moment a recruiter checks their LinkedIn page. And after all the work you put into rebuilding your story, that's a painful place to lose trust. Especially after you finally got the resume working. Protect the work you already did, because recruiters don't just compare candidates anymore. They compare consistency. And if your LinkedIn doesn't reinforce the same story as your resume, credibility breaks fast. That's what we're breaking down next. And I'll see you there right here.